Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Boozer here. Thanks for stopping by. In today's video, we're going to talk about a topic that's near and dear to me, and it's my free-to-play status in this game. So recently, we've had some chatter on Reddit about Hell Hades showing his content creator pack on his video, and there was a big kerfuff about it, and for some reason, my name was brought up. And, you know, there's some mean things being said, and there's some things being said that are completely false. And, you know, I even saw Cold Brew hopping in on that topic, and he was, you know, getting some mixed messages as well. Nothing he said, but people were kind of hammering on him a little bit. So I just want to, you know, lay down all the facts here. I've never, ever, you know, wanted to deceive anybody or anything like that. People were saying that I'm trying to deceive people and it's malicious and all this stuff. And I was like, okay, whoa. Like, okay, I think I need to address this. You know, I was thinking about whether I should or should not give people, you know, a response, just because it's kind of giving these trolls like a little bit of credibility. But I feel like maybe some people do get the wrong message, and I wanted a chance to explain myself on this platform. So I will do that in this video here today, and hopefully I can convince you, not really convince you guys, because I think you guys kind of know what's real and not real, but just trying to explain my position on this topic. Anyways, guys, it's going to be a hot one. Let's jump right into it. All right, guys, so let's jump into the meat of it. So basically, this is, you know, a content creator pack. It showed up on Hell Hades' video, and somebody took a screenshot and posted it on the internet, and now everybody knows about it. But this isn't new news, guys. It's the content creator compensation. Hell Hades is in the highest tier. I am in the same tier as Hell Hades. The tier is very large. But basically, this is what I get every week. For being in the highest tier of content creator. This is supposed to aid you in making content. You know, obviously you have to use your account to make content. Sometimes you don't want to use things that, you know, use your own resources. And it's especially important for me, a free-to-play player that doesn't have additional resources, to get resources so I can make stuff. In any case, like I said, this is for the highest tier of content creation. There's two more tiers of content creators, the lowest tier and then the middle tier. They get various, you know, perks as well. They get less of it, much less of it. So I just want to make sure that's clear. This is not something that I really hid from anyone. If anyone asks me, yes, I do get content creator perks. Like, that's about it. Do I pay for these? No. Does Plarium pay me in monetary, in like cash? No, they don't pay me. They pay me with these in-game pixels. For basically making videos that are successful for them. Not really for them, it's actually for me, because I actually make my channel for myself, and suddenly, you know, Plarium says, hey, because I have a certain amount of traffic on my channel, then they reward me with this, so that I can continue making content. Let me be clear, guys, this is a hell of a lot of resources for a free-to-play player. I'm not gonna lie, right? You know, you're getting 1,300 gems, like, I believe on average, like even for myself, if I grind everything, I get maybe like 4,000 to 5,000 gems a month, and that needs to be spent on various events as well. So you're not netting 4,000 to 5,000 gems, you're, you know, acquiring 4,000 to 5,000 gems. So here you're getting about 5,000 gems, basically just, you know, you're doubling your intake of gems. Just me regularly playing the game, 4,000 or 5,000 gems a month gives me a net. So I slowly accumulate gems over time on my second account, which doesn't receive any of these rewards. On my main account, yes, I accumulate gems. Do I spend them? No. I still have a very, you know, very energy efficient, resource efficient, free-to-play mindset where my resources are basically saved, and I do everything, you know, basically to maximize efficiency. So these resources do get saved, but they are double the amount of resources I usually get. Keep in mind, you also get 1,500 energy. These energies make it very easy for me to complete any kind of dungeon or event or anything like that. The chickens lose value pretty quickly. I don't really like 6-star champions every week or every 2 weeks. The books obviously double your probably monthly intake of books as well. You're getting about 12 books a month. On average, you get about 12 books from Clan Boss a month, roughly. So you're almost doubling your monthly intake of books. Again, I've never had problems with books, legendary books, epic books, chickens. I've never had problems with that. The thing that really stands out is the gems and energy, because those actually just stack up in my account. And they basically just give me like a big buffer, right? So basically what could happen is that I can shut down my main account and work on my test server account, for example. I can, spend hours and hours on that account while my main account doesn't do anything. And then having this content creator pack basically allows me to skip the grind on my main account and still be caught up. Keep in mind that obviously making content, it does take hours out of your day. And if I'm playing another account, like the test server account, I am spending hours and hours away from my main account. And as we all know, like free to play, your time translated in the game is resources, translated back into your savings. Why I've never mentioned this or talked about this in the past? Well, the straight answer is Plarium doesn't want us to talk about it. Yeah, but I mean, lots of content creators just randomly show images of them and their content creator packs all the time. Even I've seen shorts of them. I've seen videos of them talking about it. I've seen people talking about it on live stream. And, frankly, I don't think it's heavily enforced. So I'm going to make a video and just explain myself, because that is the purpose of this video, basically to explain myself, because people are saying things like, I call myself free to play because I want to mislead people. But I'm not calling myself free to play because I'm misleading people. I call myself free to play because I'm literally free to play. I literally spent $0 in this game, and the content creator pack is just, to me, an extension of this game. It's not limited to anybody. If you want it to be, if you're free to play and you want to be a content creator, there you go. All power to you. Go get it. Go get those free rewards. Why not? It's not gated to you. It's not gated to anybody. I'm not saying that I'm not saying that you will make it, because this is something that obviously takes a lot of time, right? And for a free to play player, translating your time into resources is basically the name of the game. Yes, you can make the argument. I've seen this argument before where you're saying, I can use my time, translate that into money, and then therefore I'm free to play because I'm using my time to translate that into money and then spending that on rewards. No, that's not right. You're translating into money and you're choosing to spend that money into rewards. I think that's a very weak argument. But basically, it could be somewhere along the lines of, hey, you have a promo code that you got and I never got. Therefore, you got additional resources more than me. Like, is that something to complain about? It's like, no, not really, right? Like, you were in a better position to get that promo code, maybe, right? Maybe you started off at the beginning. For example, when I started at the beginning, I didn't have free login champion Sun Wukong starting with Tayrell and all that stuff. Like, am I going to get upset because you had a better start? No, that's just how it goes, right? And was it accessible to me? No, it wasn't. In this case, this content creator program or perk is actually accessible to anybody that actually develops the numbers. Obviously, there's some intangible qualifications, but it's definitely something that somebody can work towards. Not, like I said, I'm not saying it's easy. It's definitely not easy, guys. If you guys think it's easy to get these rewards, you guys are mistaken. And if you guys think we're driving Lambos, maybe Hell Hades is driving Lambos, but nobody else is driving Lambos out there. But the thing with the big thing is that Hell Hades has a business around this. He doesn't just make YouTube videos, and obviously, super successful and all that, right? But like, when you're making YouTube videos, like, I'm going to speak for myself personally, on a per video basis, I either make a Happy Meal for myself or, a light family dinner for my family. That's about it in terms of how much money I make. So I'm definitely not doing it for the money. I just do this for fun. And obviously, Plarium values that, my videos do well or my channel does well. And then I'm in the highest tier of content creators. So I get this pack every week. Like I said, guys, it's a lot of resources, but I don't pay a single penny for any of it. And it's all translated by my time playing the game, grinding YouTube. And if you guys think that grinding a job for money and then paying for this pack is the same kind of thing, then I can't convince you otherwise. But to me, this is just an extension of the game. This is an extension of where resources can come from. And I went to go get those resources. Although that was not the main goal, to be honest. When I first started making this channel, I just wanted to document my free-to-play, my free-to-play journey, my whole story. And it's really nice to have it all documented. So I'll show you guys exactly the timeline of things. So here, August 4th, 2023, this is when I first became a content creator. And when, like I said, guys, when you first enter the content creator program, you get very limited, resources. But of course, it's welcome, right? When you're free to play, you welcome any additional resource. I'll say it right now. I think it was like a couple hundred gems. I don't remember exactly, but it was a couple hundred gems a week, which translated into maybe like the $10 gem pack a month, somewhere around there. I think just under 2,000 gems a month. But yeah, it's huge, right? It's huge for free to play. It's huge. It's 50% more gems, right? So that was about August of last year. And then March of this year was when I made it to the top tier of the content creator program. So this is when this came into the picture, when I started getting this big pack. Keep in mind, guys, if you check out my older videos, if you check out my really old videos, I was already doing all the super endgame stuff to the point where I basically said, hey guys, I have basically the best free to play account basically in this whole game. And I haven't really, met or seen another player with similar development in their account. Yes, they could have more resources in certain areas, but in terms of just champions, gear, and all that stuff, achievements, I don't think there's very few in the conversation. And I'm not just trying to say that, I'm just trying to give myself a little bit of credibility. But you kind of see, I was already tackling platinum arena every week, already high in live arena. The highest I was in live arena was about top 150. And this was just before, this was just around the start of the new year, 2024. And then I basically tailed off afterwards because it just wasn't fun anymore. And also daylight savings time. So the hours to play just wasn't very good. I did over 1 million CVC free to play. I did 1.6 million CVC free to play. So these things were already kind of established even before I was a content creator. So I just want to make that clear for you guys, because some of you guys think that my account suddenly got insanely good because of these content creator perks. And frankly, it's not really that much. So if you guys are trying to discredit my free to play account just because I got some rewards, I don't think that argument is very strong. But yeah, anyways, guys, I just wanted to make sure that you guys are aware, just because I did get some comments saying that, like I said, I was trying to mislead people. And obviously that's not the case, because to me, I'm very free to play. Obviously I spent $0 in this game. Here's the most recent updated purchase history for my account. Big ol' nothing, right? So I know some people are saying you can purchase on mobile and not have it show up here. But anyways, guys, I'm not going to bother using my mobile phone. I'm going to say mobile for this game is freaking impossible. So I'd never use mobile unless I'm super desperate. So to me, I'm very, very free to play. Like I said, I also run another account, a secondary account, where basically I don't get content creator perks, and it's fully free to play as well. Basically similar kind of account, end game account, do tier 6 CVC, top end siege, top Hydra. It's just not as developed in terms of champion pool. And obviously I haven't been keeping great care of it because I've been focusing my attention on my main account. But yeah, and I also want to make sure that in this channel, you will never see me say, hey guys, I have, 20,000 gems. You could have it too as a free to play player. Yes, you can have 20,000 gems. I know a free to play player with 150,000 gems. Okay. Yes, you can have this many gems, but I'm never saying that as myself, comparing my resources to another free to play player, because I know I have this benefit of being in the content creator program. Even though I don't use these resources to basically pump into random events, I still use the resources very sparingly, and I try to hold on to them as much as possible. And in videos, I would never advise you guys to do things that I wouldn't do myself as a free-to-play player. I wouldn't say, hey, finish this dungeon diver because, it's what whales do, and because I can do it because I have extra energy. I would never tell you guys to do that, because I know that as a free-to-play player, you just don't have this much amount of energy floating around to complete dungeon divers completely. So I would never advise free-to-play players to do that. It's obviously dependent on your own account, how much resources you have yourself. But also, all the advice on this channel is stemmed and rooted in the free-to-play philosophy. Spenders and free-to-plays, like it or not, they have completely different mindsets, and we're playing a completely different game. Whether you believe it or not, it's a completely different game for everybody. It's like if you take a spender and you suddenly turn him free-to-play one day, he will not excel being a free-to-play player with the spender mindset. You have to change your mindset to be a free-to-play player. Similar, turning a free-to-play player into a spender. A free-to-play player would not know what the heck to do with all this resource. That's about it. They're just not used to it, right? So you swap the play styles, it's going to be totally different. And I truly believe that. And in this channel, whether you guys like it or not, whether you guys are on board with me being a free-to-play player or not, the fact is I haven't spent a single dollar or penny in this game, and I still believe my philosophy completely resonates free-to-play. So that's going to be the moral of the story. And if you guys feel deceived, I apologize. There's nothing I can really do if you feel deceived, right? Because I didn't hide anything. And here it is. I'm giving it all to you guys in not really like in a almost like a tell-all, kind of a casual conversation video, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I will be changing my disclaimer that I always put on the top of my videos, basically to make sure that you guys use your own discretion when following advice, not just on my channel, guys, but on anybody's channel. You guys need to use your own discretion, because the last thing you want to do is say, hey, some content creator told me to do this, or some content creator told me to do that, because that's not going to fly in the real world, and you guys should be responsible for your own actions. So I want to make sure that you guys are aware that that disclaimer is going to be there. I'm going to change the disclaimer because I feel like some of the nasty comments in that Reddit thread are worth responding to, and it's right, because some people might feel misled. So I don't want to mislead people. So moving forward, I will be putting an adjustment in the disclaimer above, just to make sure that everybody is aware. And yeah, that's about it in this video. Hopefully you guys found it informative. Let me know in the comments below if you guys are still gonna watch me. You guys hate my guts. Let me know. I love it. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate you all. And I'll see you guys in the next one.